What is up, guys? Welcome, Crypto FUD, and let's jump right into this. What is going on, guys? Nice. All right, perfect. So what is going on, guys? Welcome. Happy Saturday. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Just getting everything set up. Sorry for the delay. Let's see here. Refresh the chat. There we go. Larry, what's going on? Troy, Jay, Cowie, Owen, what is going on, guys? Where's the Lambo or the Rari? You tell me, bro. You tell me. Hopefully we'll be getting that soon, and I'll be debuting it on the stream. Hopefully soon, right? Gotta stay hydrated. Whew, so hot. Been by the pool all day today, so it is so hot down here in Florida. What's going on, James? James, where's Jer? Where's Jerry at? What's going on? I'm just messing with you, man. Jay said supercar wrap with the NFK, bro. That would be so dope. That would, bro. If we hit like 100 million, I swear I'll do that, bro. I swear on everything. I'll be no FUD koala'd out. Drip the freaking car, everything. Cell phone case. I'm talking about just everything. No FUD koala. You wouldn't be able to have a conversation with me without asking me what the hell. What the hell is that? Jay said that drink package on the cruise had me feeling right, bro. I will tell you, when you go on a cruise, that's the only way to do it. It really is. If you especially if you pre-order the drink package, right? If you get the package before you get onto the ship, it's like 50% off. You get it, you're good to go. If you wait and you're those people that stand in line at customer service while they're on the boat, you're gonna pay freaking double the price. It still is a decent deal, but you're gonna pay. I think on the cruise that I just got off, if it was like $125 a day for the drink package, and everybody in the room has to get it too. You can't just get like, just for yourself. You got to get everybody in the room too, so it's costly. But if you get that drink package before you get on to the boat, it saves you so much money, and you don't have to worry about anything, right? Because food's already free. You pay for your drinks before you get on the boat. You're good to go until you get off like the boat, and you have like you pay for whatever if you're going on tours or whatever the case is. So. But if you guys haven't got on a cruise, I'm telling you guys, I went on my first cruise not too long ago, and it was actually a lot of fun. So, but let's get into it. Let's talk about crypto. Let's get money, and then we'll talk about how we're going to spend our money, right? So real quick, let's just jump into the charts. Solana right now sitting at around $134. Right now, you guys can see that we have literally been kind of hanging around this 200-day moving average. And what's crazy is in the last day, look how freaking fine the price range has been. This is like something that I don't remember seeing in a very long time, if ever, where something like Solana has been literally, it's almost like the price is being so manipulated, right? And you usually think manipulation for price, it's going to go down, but it's just crazy how literally the price is ranging anywhere from 134.75 to 133.90. Like it's just bouncing back and forth. Kind of a little weird, very tight price range, usually indicator that something big is going to be happening, whether it's going to be towards the up or towards the down. You guys can see this is on our 1 hour chart. We are basically hitting our head now on the 20-day moving average right now. So Solana right now, it is up from the last like just 2 days. We can see that we've dropped down all the way down to 128. So I mean, we are up slightly, but I would say we're not anywhere near out of the woods. And if you're getting bullish as of now, like, this is the time. I'm going to tell you guys, be very cautious. I have, and I'm not bashing any other YouTubers. I do have other, I watch YouTube as well, and I have other people that I follow. And a lot of them are screaming that, we're about to go, this is it, is their thumbnail. This is it, we're going up. And I'm not going to disagree 100% with them because obviously, who knows what's going to happen. But I will say the way the markets have been structured and been looking, you can see that even Bitcoin right now, 64,278, it's been really respecting this downward move. And I could have sworn I had a freaking trend line placed here, but you guys can see the trend is your friend, right? The trend is your friend, and you can see that we have literally been respecting this trend as we continue to move down. Now, I'm not calling for this massive dump, Bitcoin's going down to 20K, nothing like that. I'm not going to sit here and be bearish at all, but I just want to be, I want to be wrong, right? I want to be bearish and be wrong, have you guys prepared, and the market starts going crazy, and, you know, you guys are like, hell yeah, Crip was wrong, you know, and we're running. That's what I want to be, but at the same time, I want to make sure that I'm telling you guys everything that these other YouTubers and other influencers are not bringing up as far as, you know, how the markets are actually looking. And in my case, the way I look at the market, the way what I've been hearing, right, as far as a lot of, you know, bigger players that have been moving money out of Bitcoin, particularly and out of crypto for right now, you know, like I said, I feel like what I've been saying for the last like week is I still feel like we have more pain ahead of us as far as the price range or the price coming down for Bitcoin and obviously for the rest of the market. So, you know, it's like, it's hard for me to even say it because it's like, it stinks, right? Because I'm invested in the market. We're all invested in the market, right? But at the same time, I'm also excited because it's going to give, you know, a great opportunity for us to really buy in on a lot of these projects if it plays out, to buy in on some of these projects, you know, at really good prices. We've seen a lot of the altcoins absolutely get hurt, you know, as far as like where they were just a month ago to where they're at right now. You know, I can go down the list on all these projects that have been, you know, down towards their 200-day moving average right now and are kind of hovering around there for right now. So, like I keep saying, guys, you know, it's not the end of the world. If anything, you guys are getting a beautiful opportunity to really just stack up and, you know, take advantage of these dips, right? Looking at the crypto bubbles for today, you guys can see, I mean, this literally spells out the market, right? We have a little bit of green. Jasmy's up 3%. You have a couple other projects that are up. Nothing too crazy. It looks like the most is around 3%, but majority of the other market, you know, is in the red. You know, and it's not like we're dumping like crazy today. It's just kind of like a flat day where we were up a little bit, but nothing too crazy, right? And you can see that across the board for pretty much any of your projects. Either it's green and it's up maybe 2 to 3%, or we're in the red 2 to 3%, right? So one of those days where, and it's really just been, it's kind of just sums up this whole week. This whole week has been kind of just like a, you know, it's not, I'm not going to say it's a terrible week as far as price and the market, but it's been just one of those weeks where I could see a lot of people that are very antsy, people that don't have patience. They're selling for losses right now, right? They're selling for losses. They're moving out of their positions, and they're anticipating this big dump, which, yeah, you do hear me talking slightly bearish short term, but I don't anticipate that there's going to be this enormous dump or anything like that for me to start selling off on all my projects. That's just my opinion, but I guess we'll have to see how this plays out. But, you know, it's like I keep telling you guys, the way the markets are looking for right now, it still seems like we have some more pain in the market. So, what's going on, guys? You guys are quiet. Let's get some hype going. We got the T rolling right here. Are we in the camera? We got the T rolling right here. Got the American flag on it. Jay, I got the drink package, but it's at home, bro. Let's see here. Larry said, not really showing up as much when I search Milady. Think we're missing out on those buyers for NFK. I mean, you know, I think right now the market just is in a funk, you know, and it's like with NFK, it's not anything different than anything else. The only thing that's really running on like Solana particularly are new projects. Any new projects that just came out and they have some hype behind them, they're running. But if you look at a lot of the projects, majority of them, there might be some particular that might have some oomph behind them. But majority of the projects on Solana right now are kind of just flatline. They're flatline because I would imagine that a lot of volume is not really running through a lot of this DeFi right now, especially with the traditional market the way it is. Crypto James said, what's the alcohol content on one of these? Bro, this is one of those higher, I'm telling you, dude, this is like 8%. Normally with your tea, they're gonna be like 4 or 5%. This is like double. There's like 2 teas in one. So drink with caution. Drink with caution. What's going on, Gina? I think Mob dropped a 0. Can you please check Mog? Let's pull it up. Normally I wouldn't pull up Mog this early, but let's pull it up. Let's see. Mog did, but I mean, you got to remember, Gina, Mog just gained a 0 as well, right? Mog just gained a 0. But I mean, if you were able to catch this dip, you pretty much almost doubled your money right here on Mog. If you were able to catch the bottom, I mean, you're up 51% from that bottom. So, I mean, you were able to basically double your money on if you were able to catch the bottom, right? And I'm talking about the absolute bottom and then sell off where you're at right now. You would be up 50+% on that purchase, you know? So, I mean, Mog's, it's Mog, right? I'm not going to sit there and say that it's running or anything like that. It is, excuse me, stretch my back. It is technically up for the last like few days versus a lot of projects, but we did see a nice rundown on majority of the projects, and a lot of them kind of are looking the way they are, or the way this is. We can pull up Ladies as well. Ladies isn't having as much of a move, but if you see from the bottom of where Ladies is, it's about 13%. So I would say I would actually have to retrace what I just said. And I would say that Mog actually does look a lot better than majority of the projects right now. I would say that. You can see Milady has been bouncing off the 200A, but really staying down here, you know, staying down. And that's, I mean, that's really what the market's been doing. It really has. The market, it stinks right now. It's rough being a YouTube crypto influencer right now, because it's like the markets are doing not the best, right? And you're like sitting here trying to like just make lemonade out of these like terrible lemons that you have, and you're just like trying to, you know, provide hopium and give everybody that strength to just keep going, right? Because, you know, at the end of the day, we know where we're headed whenever we get into this bull run, right? Do we have more pain ahead of us? I keep telling you guys, and I want to make sure I keep, you know, just emphasizing on this, that I do feel like for right now that we're going to still see more pain in the market. I really do think it. We have been running like crazy. We have been running like crazy. In the last few months, 6 to 8 months, Bitcoin, I mean, if you really look and you zoom out, Bitcoin has been running. Yes, we've been having our ups and downs, but I mean, if you just go back, what is this? Back October 2023. That's 8 months ago. Look how much Bitcoin, that's all the way back here. Look how much Bitcoin has run since then. You know, so is there a retracement ahead of us? If there was, we'd still be up like crazy. So it still easily can happen. Unfortunately, if Bitcoin was to retrace, like I keep telling you guys, I still think that maybe 59,000 might be in the cards again, where we could drop down to 59,000 and find that support. If we do that, you're going to see a lot of your alts, you know, come down even more than they are right now. You know, a lot of alts right now are they bounce back, but they're still down. If you really look at them for the week, a lot of alts, this is our weekly for the top 100. A lot of these alts are still down 15, 20, 30%, and that's with them retracing and going up 20% from some of the bottoms that they made. You know, so if you were to come on here, and if I was to come on here and sit here and tell you guys, listen, this is it, we're bouncing right now, you know, I would honestly, I would feel like I'm just basically fabricating everything just to get you guys to be happy, you know. And at the end of the day, I would feel better telling you guys, listen, I honestly, this is what I'm doing, you know, and this is what I'm planning for. You know, I'm planning for a little bit more pain in the market, and, you know, I'm going to take advantage of it. If you're buying right now, I don't think it's a terrible time. I really don't think it's a terrible time to accumulate, but in small increments, and just keep buying as we keep dropping down, if that's what the play is going to be, right? You know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I've been doing, you know, and that's what I'll keep doing until we finally get back bullish. But you know how crypto is. It's like 1 week we're like this, and then the next week we're right back to being bullish. So, You know, it is what it is. It comes with the territory. Like I keep telling you guys, and I always tell you guys this. It's like what you do in the on these dips and what you do when we're down is really what's going to dictate how you're when we're bullish, how it's going to play out for you. But you can set yourself up and get into the best positions and buy in on these bottoms, right? And then we're in a bull market and you're up like crazy and you're sitting here and letting that greed take over and you're not selling off and you ride it right back down, right? I see it all the time. I see it all the time. That's why I always tell you guys, you know, when you're up like crazy or you're up even, you know, you're up at a good spot, take your profits and just wait, have patience. You'll be able to buy right back in. We could go through the charts right now and we could be like, look, if you would have sold right here, right, and bought back here, if you would have sold right here, if you would have bought right back here, you know, there's plenty of times where, you know, you can easily just jump in on some of these spots and reposition yourself. Look at that bear. He looks pretty friendly. So this is why alt investors struggle despite Bitcoin, Ethereum setting near yearly highs. So consistently diluting supply with token unlocks, selling pressure from venture funds, lack of fresh inflows to crypto, and seasonal trends all contributed to the brutal drawdown in alt prices. And you know what's funny is the one thing that I want to pinpoint on this, and I said this, I'm sure no one remembers, but when I was talking about the volume the other day, about the dominance for Bitcoin dominance and the volume, I was telling you guys, you can see that Bitcoin's dominance, and we can actually go back to it real quick. Let me see here. We can go back to it. So Bitcoin's dominance, let me pull it up on the chart real quick. Bitcoin's dominance right now sitting at around 54.1. Remember the other day, just like a week ago, we were at damn near 55%, right? And the markets were down. Bitcoin's dominance was rising. Ethereum's dominance was rising. Volume was kind of down. And then the next few days, which was a few days ago, we saw a lot of the volume start spiking and we saw Bitcoin's dominance reducing and alts were coming back alive, right? And I said this. I said, guys, listen, this right here is the same money that's been in the market that's just going from Bitcoin over to the altcoins, right? Bitcoin it's basically the same buyers, the same people, same money. It's just going from Bitcoin over to the altcoins. And prior to that, it was going from the altcoins over to Bitcoin, right? Now, why am I bringing that up? Why am I bringing that up? Because when we come back to this article, it points out that the lack of fresh inflows to crypto. And what they mean by that is there's right now, if you look at this last week, this last month, there really hasn't been a lot of new money coming into the market. It's been the same, all of us, right? It's been all of us that have been buying and selling in the market, but no new money coming in. If it's the same money that's kind of circulating around, we're not going to grow, right? Crypto starts to, when crypto is blowing up and we're in a bull run, usually it's new money coming in, flooding the crypto space and just buying like crazy, right? I don't know if you guys understand. I'm sure you do. I'm speaking hypothetically, but for you to make money, somebody has to lose money. Do you understand that? In order for you to make money, someone has to lose money. I think a lot of people forget that's a fact. You know, that when you go and you take profit, let's say you're up 10x on Milady, you just took profit, someone's down like crazy, or multiple people are down like crazy. They just bought in at a high, right? Not saying that you're a bad person for taking profit, but that's the name of the game, right? So whenever you have the same money circulating, you can't really do that anymore. You're not able to, when you're taking profits, you're really just, we're all literally just taking money from each other is how it comes out. So that's why, and it sounds almost like, and this is stock markets too. This is all, you know, when you buy in on Tesla stock, when you buy in on Apple shares, when you buy in on the NASDAQ, it's all the same thing. When you buy in or whenever you're selling and you sell for a profit, somebody is basically losing money, right? Or someone on the back end is down on their portfolio, right? It almost sounds like a Ponzi scheme, right? Dare I say that? It almost sounds like a Ponzi scheme with the stock market and with crypto. But at the same time, when you talk about Ponzi's and all that good stuff, you're basically, that's a whole nother thing as far as like trying like a pyramid, like where you're trying to sell these products and you're getting people under you and they're getting people under them. That's a pyramid, right? This is a little different. This is basically who can get in at the best position and take advantage, right? And sell at the best position. And I bring this up because, I've been saying this for the last few weeks, and now these articles are bringing this up because it's true, right? It is true. And I feel like you don't hear this from, the mainstream YouTubers, right? You don't understand. I think a lot of people don't understand. They think that when they buy in or they're in these projects, everybody's going to make money, right? And it's not like that. It's not like that at all. A lot of people will make money, but on the back end, what you don't know and what I don't know is there's people that are also buying in and taking losses, right? And we've all been there, right? I bought in on stuff and literally bought in at the wrong time and eventually down the road had to sell for a loss, right? It sucks, so it's all about positioning yourself. It's all about taking profits, right? It's all about taking profits, so I didn't mean to get into a rant on that, but at the same time, it's like we have nothing else going on with crypto. Let's get into the thick of the weeds here. Let's jump down the rabbit hole and let's really talk about why your portfolio is in the red right now, right? Let's tell you, because when we were up just 2 months ago, you better believe that people were taking profits, right? And a lot of us stayed into the market and now we're at a loss. You get it? Someone made money, we're at a loss. You understand? Buy and sell. Someone's gonna make money. Someone's gonna lose money in this crazy game that we call crypto. But we're gonna get you guys good. And listen, next bull run, or not the next bull run, but when we're at the top, I'm gonna be focusing more not on telling you guys, hey, you need to sell right now, right? Because I know you guys hate when people are telling you when to sell. I don't want to be that bearish. But at the same time, I'm going to keep just mentioning it. Like, hey, guys, Milady just ran up 300%. You guys should probably take some profits. I'm going to keep just mentioning that, right? Not financial advice, but so then when we go back, I could say, well, listen, why you were still holding on to this when I said it 17,000 times to take profits? So I don't feel as bad, right? So crypto majors such as Solana, AVAX, APT, SUI saw 40% to 70% corrections over the past month, weighing on altcoin sentiment, while Bitcoin and Ethereum are down only 15% from their yearly highs. And that is so true. Solana, I told you guys, in the last week, Solana's down like 20-something% just in the last week, right? If you really look at from its high from 200, I think it was at $208, and you look at where we're at right now, it's down literally like 40% from where that high is, So we go into like NFK and stuff like that. That's why you look and you're like, man, why is the liquidity gone down? Well, yeah, we've seen sells as well, but you have to remember, like a project like NFK is 100% all backed by Solana. Solana has been hit particularly hard, and no Diddy on that one, but in the last like month or two, Solana has been hit particularly hard, and a lot of these projects have that are not necessarily Bitcoin or Ethereum. So you're going to see those numbers fluctuate with how Solana's price action is. Just checking back in. So let's see here. Jay said I should have took some picks. I should have took a pick, but I had a few of them twisted teas. Let's see here. Overcome said I bought a few billion Milady, 20,000 Jasmy recently, waiting for more red. There you go, bro. Gina said, do you think when Ethereum starts trading ETFs that a lot of the Ethereum projects will be running like Win, Milady, PEPE? That's a good question. I will say with Ethereum and the ETFs, I do think it's going to bring, I do think it's going to bring some fresh hype that we need into the market. But at the same time, if the market's doing what we're doing right now, kind of Bitcoin hovering or slowly every day coming down, making new lows, I think that it's going to be a rough time for that ETF. And Ethereum, might bring the market up. But I think if Bitcoin is struggling, it's going to be a very brief brought up from Ethereum, and we're going to continue to be where we're at right now, right? But I think long term with Ethereum, just getting that exposure with the ETFs, I think it's going to be very good for Ethereum and its ecosystem and any tokens that are created on Ethereum. Overcome said, we've had so many events that could have gone bad recently, and every single one of them favor crypto positively. I agree. Listen, honestly, if you really were to weigh out the pros and cons in the last year on crypto, it's been, I would say, 60 to 70% pros as far as just the bullishness, the bullish things that have been building on crypto, right? We could go down the list of everything. Unfortunately, I don't think that any of that, with crypto, it's like ADD. The ETF can drop for Solana this week, and Solana goes running. A month down the road, it's just like it's forgotten. It's and I don't mean forgotten, but it's just like it's nothing. It's nothing. You go back 2 or 3 years ago, that ETF for Bitcoin, the ETFs, that was supposed to be the most bullishness of the bullishness thing that was going to happen for crypto, right? And did it do good for crypto? Yeah, after the fact, after we, got past those few first weeks, it was a lot of bumpiness in the road, but eventually Bitcoin started running like crazy. I think that was a lot of it had to take place with the ETFs and stuff like that. But what I'm getting to is you go back a few years ago, and that was supposed to be the catalyst that was going to take Bitcoin to 100, 200, $1 million, right? Well, it came, and it's pretty much, it's here, and it is what it is, right? It's like now we need more. It's how the market is. It's how crypto is. It's how this whole space is. It's just like we need more. We need more. We need more. That's cool, but yeah, what else do you have, right? We're all like that. We all have this need for more. This ADD kind of you get bored of a project because it's not moving for a few months, and then it's just how it is with all of us. I think we have all we're in this culture of, within the crypto space of things moving so fast that we just get so caught up on things moving fast. So when things slow down, or it kind of, we have these weeks that we've been having, people just get fed up fast and they're like, oh, I'm done, or they start screaming like crypto's a scam or whatever the case is. And it's like, they're people that honestly aren't built for this type of environment that we're in. So Sam said, is Milady ever going to Binance? You tell me, Sam. We've been sitting on this channel for the last year and a half waiting for that damn thing. I think honestly, Sam, like I've been telling everybody, it's gonna happen when we least expect it. There's a couple of things that really need to go into play as far as Milady particularly getting on to Binance, and I do think it's going to be the volume. The volume for Milady needs to come up like crazy. It needs to be consistently high, and I mean $100 million days consistently. I think when we see that, and we will see it down the road, that's when you'll see Milady probably getting listed on Binance, and hopefully Coinbase as well. So Jay said, Crip, did you get a bag of Coryu with knife? I did not, bro. I haven't bought any of that, honestly. I really, to be honest, with Cronos, I haven't been buying anything on Cronos. I've been if I'm buying, it's either NFK, Milady, the other day I actually, was buying and selling Solana projects that were just dropping and stuff like that, doing quick moves. Stuff like that, but I really haven't been buying anything on Cronos whatsoever. I can't tell you the last time that I've honestly bought anything on Cronos. So Gina said crypto is like a gold digger. They want more and more and more. I mean, I guess you're calling us all gold diggers, right? You know what, Gina, it is what it is, right? When you're it's like a blessing and a curse. Being in the crypto market. That's why if you go back to the stock market and you start trading stocks, you're like, those emojis where you're like with a stick trying to just do something, it's nothing unless you're buying in on maybe GameStop when it's on hype, or like maybe Tesla when it's on a hype or something like that. You know, those and those stocks are like real close to crypto, right? But like anything else on crypto, I have people or anything else on the stock market is like so slow and slow boring, but it's like a gift and a curse with being in crypto because we're so used to buying in on projects and them running, or like just the fluctuation in price. Even if you're down, it still keeps you interested because you're watching your portfolio. You're like, with stocks, it's just like, it hasn't done anything in days and weeks. It's just like, what the hell is going on here, right? You're like, move, do something. It's boring. It really is boring. Sam, do you think once listed it will lose, say, 3 zeros, or is that just me daydreaming? You know, I don't think that you dreaming, bro. I do think that if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe, 1. But 2, I always say that and I still sticking with it. I do think that Milady is going to get to like $2 to $10 billion market cap. So I think that Binance isn't going to be the necessarily one thing that's going to bring us up to a $10 billion market cap, but I think that it's going to be a big catalyst that's going to break us above that $1 billion market cap is what I think for Milady. So let's finish this article real quick. So venture funds are under pressure to sell tokens to realize profits on their investments made in the past years. Really? I was like years or years. Okay. The lack of capital inflows to crypto markets has particularly bad implications for tokens with large upcoming unlocks as well as new tokens and airdrop programs. The cryptocurrency market is undergoing a healthy consolidation after a massive run-up from October to March. Didn't I literally just point that out from October, right? I just showed you guys on the charts from October to even to today. They're only marking it from October to March. I'm marking it from October to freaking to this day right now. Even us being down, we're up like crazy, right? We're up like crazy for Bitcoin. A lot of alts have retraced. They're not back down to some of these levels. You have to remember, in the bear market, you know, I was covering some of these projects like Fetch and ICP. They were down like freaking, I mean, like something that I would only dream of them going back down to, right? You know, and they're not down anywhere near any of those price levels right now. You know, so I know it feels like it's terrible, but we're still holding very strong as far as the whole market. Just catching back up. So at least for those who invested for the 2 large digital assets, for those who hold smaller cryptocurrencies, though this is a brutal correction with sentiment in crypto social media circles resembling bear market despair. Am I one of those people that are doing the bear market despair? Oh, geez. No, I'm not. I'm just keeping it real with you guys. Like, I really am. I'm just trying to like make sure you guys are prepared, you know, because we'll go back to the charts, and real quick, we're going to finish this article, but I want to show you guys something real quick. So if we go back to like Bitcoin, right? Let me, nope. I do not want to upgrade again, bro. Every time you guys can have platinum, and it's like there's platinum plus now. They just keep wanting you to upgrade. They just keep wanting our crypto money. No, I'm just kidding. TradingView, I love you. So what I want to show you guys is, remember when we were first running in the market, and I was you know, really showing you guys what happened in 2020 to 2021, right? Trying to make sense of what's going on right now. Well, we're not going to make sense of it, but what I do want to show you guys is something that happened in the market, and I already brought this up plenty of times, but I think we need a refresher. Hold on real quick. So if you guys are wondering, I have an energy drink. This is like a pre-workout, and then I have my tea. They both keep me pumped right here, right? I'm just kidding. I drink that pre-workout because I wake up so early and I'm at the gym. Like, I was at the gym like 12 hours ago. So it's like 12 hours later, drinking that tea too, because I've been by the pool. You start to feel that. You're just like, whew, I'm tired. No. We need more energy. We got to pump this up. We got to fist pump this up, right? Let's go. All right, so what I want to show you guys, what we've already covered on Bitcoin, right? Yes, I'm going crazy with the pre-workout, I know. In 2020, 2021, we were running like crazy. We were running like crazy after just going through, back in 2020, we had these crazy, we had run-ups and, we had run-downs, and it was just like you were beat to shit in 2020, right? And you're just like, bro, is this something I should be involved in? I was like, and this is me personally, I was like, I've been just putting money in and putting money in. I was up here, now I'm down. Does that not sound similar? Right? There's logic behind it all. Just bear with me. And I'm like, dude, bro, this is getting just draining. I'm like, I just keep putting money into the market, and it's just like I haven't, seen these gains that everybody speaks of, and 2021 hits, and it's the beginning of the year, 2021, and we'll pull up 2021. Let's see here. Well, actually, let's go. It's towards the end of 2020. We're starting to run. Things are starting to change a little bit, and we're seeing some liveliness in the markets. Now, we're looking at Bitcoin. Altcoins weren't particularly running with Bitcoin. They were up, but they weren't particularly running like crazy. But we were seeing a little bit of new shine in the market, and things were starting to feel like we were kind of seeing the end of the tunnel, and we're getting out of this bear market kind of thing, right? So 2021 hits, and things are looking great, and finally I'm starting to see green in my portfolio. I'm starting to see green. I'm doing good. I'm doing great. I got money. I'm running up, and I have money now, and I'm like, hell yeah! I finally did it. I waited, and it's all good. And then out of nowhere, May. I'm looking at the dates because I don't remember exactly when, but May hits 2021, and the market crashes. Right? We had just run up and made all-time highs for Bitcoin. The market crashes in May of 2021. Back down. Alts get destroyed. I'm talking about everything that I bought in on. Everything I bought in on back in early 2021, 2020. Now I'm in the red bad. 40, 50 plus %. Things are looking bad, right? And I'm like, holy crap. Now I'm looking back and I'm like, why didn't I sell when I was up, right? And I'm just like, holy crap. Well, the point of the story is that I think this is something that we're going through right now, where we've seen such a beautiful run up in the last 8 months. The markets are retracing, but you know what happened, and you know what hit me while we were down in this area right here? I tell you guys this all the time. I was watching a few other YouTubers, and particularly, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, they have bad taste in the mouth about this particular YouTuber, BitBoy, Ben Armstrong. If you're watching, bro, hit me up. Was on his channel, on his previous channel, right? And he was like, basically coming out like I am right now. And he's just like, his views were down. The market was down. People are like, bro, what the beep? Everybody's like, dude, what is going on? Is that it? That was the bull run? And he's like, bro, listen, that couldn't have been the bull run. He's like, he's basically just saying, if you are weak, sell off. If you really want to see gains, he's like, I would hold on and I would keep just buying and buying. And you know what? Something hit me, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just, it wasn't even necessarily listening to him, but just hearing him say that, and I was like, bro, you know what? It's right. This is long term for me. I'm gonna just keep accumulating. And at the time, I was buying Ethereum. Ethereum was at $1,000, and I'm just buying Ethereum. I mean, just buying actual full Ethereums every few days, just buying Ethereum and just stacking up on Ethereum, right? And then out of nowhere, we went through 2 to 3 months of just downward action after that bull run that we had, that we thought it was over. And out of nowhere, we ran up, and that was the end of 2021, getting towards the end of 2021, where we just went crazy parabolic, and I was able to take advantage of that. And I actually needed to go through all that. I needed to go through that run up and that run down for when we ran up next. I understood that when I was up like crazy, to not let the greed take over and for me to take profits. And that's exactly what I did. And I almost caught Ethereum at its top, right? almost caught Ethereum at its top, sold off, and I was able to basically just, get that money and reposition myself during the bear market. Now, I know I just went on a 20-minute rant, but I'm just telling you guys, look at this right here and look at where we're at right now, right? It might not look exactly the same, but I wouldn't be surprised if something similar happens where we might see somewhat of a retracement and we might be going sideways for the next few weeks. I'm not saying, I have to keep saying it. I'm not saying that the charts are telling me this. It's all flashing back now where I remember going through all this back in 2020, 2021, right? So the point of my story is that if we are going to do that, I want you guys to be prepared. I'm preparing myself. I've already prepared myself for that. And I've been just kind of waiting on the sidelines, waiting to see if this is going to play out, because if it does, then I'll be able to really get in some good positions and eat up these dips that I think that we haven't even seen the full brunt of, right? And that's why when we talk about these articles, it seems like they're kind of leaning towards something like what we saw back in 2021. It really does. Now let's pull that article back up and let me jump back into the chat. Blue's here. What's going on? BP's in the house. Gina said she agrees. Sam said, Milady ever going to go to Binance? Gina said crypto is like okay. All right. You guys are quiet today. What is going on? I guess, you know what? It's like I'm teaching right now, and I'm just like, class, just listen to what I have to say. I've been here. I've done it. Just hear me out, right? Just hear me out. So high dilution. So many altcoins experience a consistently diluted supply of tokens via unlocks and distributions scheduled for years ahead. That's basically what I would tell you guys about the circulating supply. And just like we always talk about Jasmy, right? Crypto Queen's not in here. You notice how she disappeared. She'll be back when Jasmy starts running, right? She'll be back. She's probably going to watch this later and be like, Rrr. No, but just like with Jasmy, I bring her up because she was like, well, Jasmy's been to $4. Yeah, Jasmy was at $4, but that was when the circulating supply was a lot less, right? So it didn't take as much money for it to get up to $4. Now that the circulating supply for Jasmy is at basically 100%, it's going to take Jasmy to get to like $4. It would take, I think we did the math, it was like $50 billion market cap, right? It's nowhere near that. But the point of what I'm getting to is what they're saying is the high dilution is now in the last year, a lot of these layer 2, layer 1 projects have released a lot of their circulating supply into circulation. So it's going to take a lot more money for them to get to some of these levels that people are expecting. For example, Ethereum layer 2 network Arbitrum is nearing its all-time low price from September, even though its market capitalization has risen to 2.5 billion from 1 billion. Well, how is that possible, right? Arbitrum, they're saying Arbitrum, and we read an article 3 months ago that was warning you guys that there was 5 projects. I remember it, and I remember it was Arbitrum because you guys know I'm very bullish on Arbitrum, and I was going to be buying in at Arbitrum at about $1, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait, because they had listed the dates that Arbitrum was releasing more into circulating supply that they've had planned since the day that the token was created. They were saying that they were on these dates they're releasing a certain amount, and it was going to be 20% that they were releasing into circulating supply. When you dilute tokens, right? Let's say for NFK, I can't do this, but I'm just saying if I was to add 10 trillion tokens into NFK, it dilutes the price, right? That's why we burned 8% of the circulating supply. That helps the price rise, right? Instead of adding to the coins, we took out circulating supply. And you're thinking, well, why the hell won't they? Because they're still a new project. Arbitrum is still technically less than 2 years old, and they have a longevity that they want to worry about. So they have to make sure that when they started off with 30 or 40% in circulating supply, and they have a plan. If you read their white paper, every 2 years or whatever it's going to be, that they're going to release 10%, 20% till they get to 10 years from now, and it'll be fully listed, or fully in circulating supply. So to jump back on there, so that's why it says the market cap has risen 2.5 times for Arbitrum, but the price has dropped because they've added a lot into their circulating supply. Another example is Solana, whose supply is inflating by 75,000 tokens